Hey everyone, it's Ace. Welcome back to another video. EA basically confirms in the EA investors call that they had yesterday or 2 days ago that Battlefield 6 is coming fall 2025 and so much more in today's video. If you're new here, hey hello, my name is Ace. I post 2 to 3 Battlefield videos a week and I play every Battlefield game that is available to me at the time that I'm active and recording on Europe until Battlefield 6 is out. So if you want to keep in touch with Battlefield 6 news, rumors, leaks and everything related to the upcoming title, then please consider subscribing. I upload really a lot of Battlefield content. So let's check what EA exactly said. They said, through BFLabs, our largest initiative, we are immersing players earlier and at a larger scale than ever before, testing out features. The results have far exceeded expectations, not to mention the millions of views since the announcement. Now, the millions of views here, they're meaning about their clip that they had on EA or DICE's YouTube channels about, the little snippet trailer we saw a couple months ago. They're not referring to the leaks of the 20-minute gameplay, just so don't confuse that. They said this is a key milestone with community support and a larger announcement coming later this summer. So this basically confirms we will get the massive gameplay trailer, the bombastic trailer that will gather a lot of attention this summer. How early this summer, I don't know. I mean, if they're planning a fall 2025 release, let's say November, which is kind of what usually Battlefield aims for, October, November launch date, I would expect to have a trailer, maybe even a beta in the summer. And I'm talking like July, August, like window. I'm not sure about like late August or early September, if that's going to be maybe a little bit too close to launch for my personal taste. They said here, as I've always said in my previous videos, that they were testing how community feels. And that's why they didn't actively push to strike all the leakers and other channels. They wanted to see how people feel about it. And you can see they say themselves that so far they exceeded expectations and the millions of views. They're very happy with the game. So like I told you, it was 4 years DICE worked on this game since like basically late 2021, early 2022 is what usually sources say they started working on Battlefield 6, are being put to good use. And I don't think EA wants to wait any longer. Even if the game isn't ready, they will not miss this opportunity to launch and defeat Call of Duty and Battlefield 6, Grand Theft Auto 6, for sure. Now, I know a lot of you have concerns about what if the game is, not good? What if there's a lot of problems? What if the fucking thing is crashing? Well, DICE yesterday confirmed in their blog post on Twitter and in general what they were talking about the game, that they're very satisfied with the stability of the game already. And remember, they tested just 3 maps and once they tested the air vehicles. So DICE and EA are obviously very content with the game coming out in fall 2025 and they have no critical issues apparently. So if they have no issues with the game, the developer and the publisher, then I mean, who are we to judge otherwise? We never played the game. I personally never played the game. I can't really judge how ready it is. What I saw obviously on the 20-minute gameplay didn't look ready to me. It needs at least 6 more months, at least like 6 to 8 months would be my timeline where I would put it. I said the same when I played Battlefield 4 Alpha. I thought it's not ready, and holy fuck, if you were there around in October 2013, was it then October 2013 for the Battlefield 4 launch? Of course it wasn't ready. The game crashed non-fucking stop. So if they avoided that issue that Battlefield 4 had, then yeah, I mean, obviously they avoided it. They already confirmed that they avoided that yesterday and they're ready for fall 2025 launch. Now let's get into that. Now this comes from the big EA boss Andrew Wilson himself. He was asked, how would the postponement of the biggest competitor to another year affect other releases such as Battlefield? He answers, I can hardly comment on other franchises, but it would be foolish not to take a closer look at the chance to seize this window in which there are few competitors. It has been cleaner than it was before and we are optimistic about the launch of Battlefield in this window, fall 2025. Like I said, and here's the poll that we ran a couple of days ago, if you guys remember, had a lot of you guys voting, and we all wanted the game to come in November 2025 after it has been in basic development for 4 years, and you can see EA is looking for the same thing. It appears that not like the March is out of the question for them. Of course, if the game has critical issues, but they already said that it doesn't, but let's assume it does have critical issues. Of course, they will delay it until February or March 2026, but EA is definitely then not gonna make the exact same money that they promised to their investors in this investors call. So I'm like, latest, my prediction, I'm gonna make a prediction right here officially, and we can quote me later if I was right or wrong. I'm predicting this game is gonna come in super late November 2025. I'm talking like 30th November 2025, and the beta is gonna be somewhere in like super early August, maybe late July. Those would be the windows I would put them in. They said yesterday, DICE, that they're gonna now massively increase the scale of BFLabs. So who knows, perhaps I'm in BFLabs tomorrow with you guys and we're gonna be able to play this game and then give really critical opinions about the gameplay, the mouse input. That's like, I know a lot of people have problems with the movement, a lot of people have problems with other parts of the games, like the wacky skins that might come to the game and all this smaller issues, which, well, smaller issues, I don't want to devalue people's opinions, but for me, let me rephrase it, for me, smaller issues, my biggest issue is the mouse input. I need the mouse input to work in that game. I hate Battlefield 2042 for that one reason. I could forgive it all its other flaws, and by forgive, I mean tolerate, but the mouse input is completely criminal. I need to plug in my Superlight 2, and I need to feel the game, how it feels to aim. Does it feel disgusting or does it feel good like Battlefield 5 and Battlefield 1 and the older Battlefield games? That's going to be the big thing that's going to be for me. And unfortunately, if I do get into the playtest, I cannot even speak about it because I'm going to sign an NDA. So that's going to be out of the question. But you guys for yourself will be able to feel it. And then that's going to be, in my humble opinion, a clear sign whether they really have done something from Battlefield 2042 or did they just copy-paste the game and slap a couple of skins on it and we have the same shitty physics of the mouse input and the same horrible vehicle physics. That will be a clear telling sign, in my opinion, after 4 years of development time. If you do get into the BFLabs, I'll say it again, and sorry for my regular subs who always have to hear this, but the newer viewers here really need to know how this works. If you register for the BFLabs back in February or March, I think it was in March, you will get an email for an invitation. That invitation, for whatever reason, seems to go always into the fucking spam folder on your email. So you have to make sure to check that spam folder very often, every day basically. They can invite you randomly. I have a friend who was invited randomly on like a Saturday, week before he was actually getting to play the labs. This was like the second or third labs he played, and it was in the spam folder. So you gotta check your spam folder. After you've done that, you will have to fill a survey. And after you fill the survey, they will ask you to join the or you'll get like a link invitation for a BFLabs Discord. This is where all of the testers who were invited, including with the content creators who were also invited, will be there. And you will be able to directly speak to DICE. I'm not sure about EA, but to DICE developers. You will see Tigger there, you will see Total FPS and all these other guys. I've seen leaks of that Discord. So this is how that will look for you. So please keep it in mind if you will be registering, because as they've said, they're going to start now massive updates for BFLabs. With that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. This is now official information we have about the fall 2025 launch. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a comment for the algorithm. If you're new here, subscribe. I post a lot of Battlefield gameplays and talking about Battlefield 6. And I don't only play Battlefield 2042. You will see every Battlefield like from BF3 and onwards on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Have a very good day. Bye-bye. I'll see you on Friday. I'm sure we're going to have more leaks to talk about from BFLabs. Bye-bye.